Video archive 35, Tesla long, trade duration, 3 trading days. Entry, 197 spot 36. Exit, 228 spot 56. Gain, 15.8%. This is my trading charted. All right. So here is the trade. It's a pretty straightforward entry here. I'm gonna post this. This is my shit. Here we go. Here's my previous Tesla trade, video archive 33. I exited prematurely. In that video, I talk about how I mismanaged my exit, set my stop loss too tight, and got washed out by 80 cents down here. So I was watching this closely, and I saw this RSI signature on the 15 right here, and this right here. So I entered on that candle, as you can see, right here, and set my stop loss to this previous low. It's 1% stop loss. That was basically my entire signal for that entry. I guess you could also look at the fact that price was, once it took back the center line and then retested it along with the 200 on the 15-minute time frame, which is the red line. So basically, like right here, it started riding that 50 up. And yes, it broke it right here, but the divergence here, and then I guess you could also draw it from these lows. So there gave me confidence to enter and then just run a tight stop just in case we did come down to test this 200 at 188. You can see on the 30, it gives that same picture slightly better because we didn't actually lose it here. And we actually held the center line on the RSI here and put in the divergence as well. So that kind of paints a clearer picture. So I took that entry. Then once again, I didn't really manage my risk properly. This one, I didn't set a stop loss and get stopped out like I did on the previous trade. I actually just took profits at 228.56 because if you look on the weekly, there is the 200 period moving average was about there. And that was basically confluent with this top line of the channel, which, yeah, the channel is still another, it was really more like 230, low 230s is where the top of that channel was. But I didn't draw the channel in precisely, so I wasn't too sure how accurate the actual top side of the channel would be. So that's why I entered on, I guess, somewhat of what you could call an impulse, because I didn't really get any, there's no divergence on the RSI here. Let's look closely at it. There's not really any signals that I'm seeing stand out to me on the RSI here. If we go on to a smaller time frame, so I exit here, and then you see, look at that low. The RSI almost comes down to the center line where this low is here, but we're way higher up. And there's this clear area I could have used as a stop or a place to place my stop, the 50 period moving average on the 30, or this is a 10-minute, I guess, on the 10-minute time frame, which would have increased my profits. We'll play it out here real quick because you see it never breaks that line. It just goes straight up. So maybe I get stopped out there. It's another 10%. So again, I mean, I had better reasoning for my exit on this than the last, because the last one I just placed too tight of a stop loss. This is also a golden pocket from this high here. Right here at 222 to 228. So that's why 228.50 was my exit. It's top side of that golden pocket. I was kind of playing between that the center line. I mean the top side of the channel, the 200 weekly average, and that golden pocket was kind of where I defined my exit to be. But I guess predefining it was me attempting to predict the top of this run, which is why I missed out on a huge percent of the profit. I mean, I traded this from, I mean, originally that first trade that I got stopped out on was a 178 entry, and then I re-entered at 197, and it's up at 253 today, about a week later, so 4 days later from this most recent trade. So that's another lesson, another time, another iteration of me learning. I need to let my winners run. But I'm still happy with it. I'll take 15% any day. That's my Tesla trade.